Hey guys, we're at Breakout Festival. This is Rebellious Noise with Funeral for a Friend.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Yeah. Good.
You looking forward to playing tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, should be good.
Yeah. So basically, as we were just talking about off camera, about the Welshness here today, there's a big kind of Welsh presence today. Basically, I just wonder how you feel about the early 2000s and mid 2000s had a big Welsh kind of impact, basically in the alternative rock scene. What's your kind of views on that? Do you think there's a reason why there's a lot of, I mean, there was seriously good bands coming out of Wales at the time?
So, man. I think the fact that, like, in Wales, we, like, all of the bands who came out in that period of time, we all played with each other, you know, pretty much before we were kind of signed, and it's kind of a mentality that, like, the moment that somebody kind of got their foot through the door, they'd leave a wedge in it so other bands could come through. We all took each other out on tour, and I think that's the thing that kind of helped it all. So, I
mean, when you guys first broke on the scene, Casually Dressed and Deep in Conversation was just massive, basically. And recently, you guys won, well, not recently, a couple of years ago now, the Hall of Fame in rock sound. How was that to get an album like that, basically go into, you know, Hall of Fame in music?
Yeah, it's cool, man. It makes you realise you're getting old.
So it's sometimes bad, sometimes good.
No,
basically.
It's good. I don't know. It's cool. I think that sort of to realise that people appreciate something that we've done, you know, that much. It's really nice.
Yeah. Another thing that you've done in the past, like, because today we've been asking some of the younger, newer bands, basically what they've been, what's their goals in the future, but not typical music goals. Like, I don't want to hear about your festival, what you want to do, how many records you want to sell. I want to hear about the stuff about basically like Avenged Sevenfold made their own game, and you guys were on like WWE game. And Burnout as well.
Oh yeah, we were.
So
that's a banging game.
Yeah. So I mean, how did you ever imagine? Not only like did you ever imagine being a band, that kind of stuff, like things like that. Did you ever have a goal for that, or how did that kind of thing come about?
What about you, Gav? What do you?
We're a bunch of boring cunts. I don't know if I've told you about us.
It's like, no, I think the highlight for me was like if there was ever a goal that I realised that I guess we achieved that I never really set out or ever really thought would happen is that we were name dropped on Coronation Street.
right.
Is that when Coronation Street? That was the point that, like, my mum was calling me and was like, Jesus Christ, you guys are doing all right today.
Was that in the
why do you say that? Well, you were just on Coronation Street.
Was that
Rosie Webster was in her bedroom.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Rosie had a poster in her bedroom.
Yeah. Was it that bit there? Yeah, she had a little goth phase, didn't she? You know, like...
She's getting excited about Kris every night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You were there first.
But yeah, that was for the parents. The parents were like, oh yeah, that's cool. For us, it was a bit like, oh right, okay.
So, right, yeah, it's not the kind of thing you were looking for.
But then recently, ours was featured on there when Dev was having a nervous breakdown.
Okay.
Past his CD collection, it was like the last CD in his rack, and I was like, what a prick, he still hasn't moved on.
We love you guys, man.
Come on, Dev. It's not a wonder you're depressed. You're in 2004. Come on.
Living in the past, man. Living in the past.
When you come
out. So how are things at the moment for you guys? Like, what's the current plans? Other than obviously you're playing High Star Breakout Festival today. What kind of things have you been up to lately?
We've had a pretty chilled year this year. Just chilling, sunbathing. I've still got my tan.
Right.
Still going. Chris has lost his. Yeah. He's like a vampire.
Did you get the underwear?
But we've done a new album this year in January, which is going to be released this January.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been
next. Okay, right.
The next January, isn't it?
Not this January. Sorry, coming January.
Well, January's been, so it would be the next one.
We don't even know if it's being released then. It might be released at some point this year.
All right, could be then.
Well,
apparently I've been told.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, we recorded a new record anyway in January, and we've basically been sat around waiting for what feels like a small eternity.
Right, so it's all ready to go. It's just waiting to be released, basically. Yep. What kind of things is it like? I mean, I know it's a weird kind of question. What's it like? But if you could compare it to any of your previous albums or anybody else's kind of albums, what would you? Maybe a mix of something, or
probably to make everybody really happy. It sounds exactly like Casually Dressed.
Right. I bet you get asked that a lot.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
So anybody like that record, go buy it 'cause it's exactly the same as Casually Dressed. It's not.
but for the moneymaker, it is. Yeah, let's get them in.
Yeah, it's
get them in.
So I don't know, for anything, it's probably like nothing like any of our other records, really. Like all of them, because we are the most consistently inconsistent band in sound.
Pride yourselves on that.
Yeah. No, it probably, if anything, it's more like ours, I guess.
Okay, cool,
Would you
cool.
agree, Gav?
No.
No, fair enough. Is it
What
like
would you say?
casually dressed?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's like casually dressed.
Okay, cool. And lastly, this is something we ask all the bands that we interview. Some people find it hard, some people find it really easy. If you had to leave the band, both yourselves individually, who would you replace yourself as? Could be someone that's in your friend's band, as a coming up band. Could be someone that's a legend or you idolise, alive or dead, doesn't really matter. Who would replace you if they had to?
Jimmy Nail.
Okay.
Kevin Smith, obviously.
Kevin Smith, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, cool. So it'd be Jimmy Nail, and Kevin Smith would be in Funeral for a Friend if you guys weren't about, basically.
Yep.
Alright, cool, man. Well, thanks for the interview, guys. I hope the set goes well later. Thanks for your time.
Should be good. Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
buddy.